right, I think we are good. Everyone is live here. We've had some really great things going on. Say it was a big success. So I am going to get into some of the money side. So hi everyone. Um, right now, everybody has a side hustle. And so what I want to talk about is the money. And even just looking at Ambit, like take all the emotion out, take all the relationships out, take all the events, so pretty much all the stuff that I love. If you were to take that part of it out and just go more on a very just bare bones, what this business is, what it can do for us, what we can make side, that's what I want to share. So here's some things I did for side income. Because even after college, I knew that working $8 an hour, like in college I worked at Target my freshman year, and I mean maybe it was $6 an hour back then. But at the end of 20 weeks, and you take taxes out, I knew, I'm like, I'll never be able to live on this. And so I always wanted to find ways to make money that wasn't hourly. And so everyone knows one of the things I did was waitressing. So I did that for 4 years. And on like a Friday night, I might work from 4 to 10 p.m. It's like a 6-hour shift. And I would make about $200. So it was in Utah, so there was not very much alcohol sold. So the ticket prices weren't quite as high on the bills. But for 6 hours, I'd make about $200, and so that is like $33 an hour. So you might think $30 an hour, that's decent. It was not fun, and that was on a good night. I would say that would be a Friday, Saturday night. I would definitely say on a weekday, I'd make about half that. And so another thing I did was Uber. So the most hours you can Uber in a day, I believe, are 12. And on average, I talked to someone that Ubers at $200 is a good day. So if you Ubered, I said 10 hours, and you made $200, you made $20 an hour. Of course, that's before taxes and before gas and wear and tear on your car. The other thing I did was real estate follow-up calls. So right before Ambit, there was a real estate company. They would get likes and comments for people that signed up and gave their email on their real estate site. I called the people. Hey, saw that you showed interest in such and such house. I got hung up on a lot. I got swore at a lot, so it was definitely a cold call. But anybody who, from that lead, I sent them to the realtor, and if they bought a house, I got $100. And so I did that about an hour a day. I would just take 1 hour and do that like 5 days a week, and I figured out the money. And so I maybe would get 1 or 2 of those leads in a week would lead to the sale of a house. And so I just was generous and said I sold 2 houses a week from those leads. That was $40 an hour, but it was really more like 1 a week, so $20 an hour. So I say all that to say, those are all good. That's all more than minimum wage. Those are all little side things. But none of that beats, I'm going to go back to screen share, what we have in Ambit. And so let's see. I'm going to show this. Hopefully my screen is showing. And one really cool thing is the more we do this, I'm going to get really, really good at all this stuff online. So I'm really excited about that because I'm not the greatest yet. So this right here, if you can see, it shows what we make per customer. And so if you are a marketing consultant, which right here, marketing consultant, when you get 3 customers, you make $100, right? And that's in our single pay. That breaks down to $33 a customer. That's really good money. So I talked about all those things. Oh, and one other thing is Instacart. I looked into Instacart. You can make $7 to $20 an hour. The average is about 11. And you're going through grocery aisles, picking up groceries, and then taking groceries to people. Like, I hate grocery shopping. That sounds like the most awful thing ever to me. So $11 an hour to do something that sounds painful, no thank you. So this is $33 for a customer. And I'm going to say it takes, you reach out to somebody, you get their bill, and let's say they get a session key and they have to call in. Let's say the process is a half hour. Dang, a half hour, $33. Let's say it's an hour. At an hour, $33. It still beats all the other side gigs out there. And so when we're going to share this business and when we're messaging people that are talking about it, I think we should really get into, if someone is looking at, like, I need extra money, what can I expect? We don't do any promises, obviously of income, because they could make a lot more than this or they could make a lot less than this. And so, okay, so just checking in, making sure we're all good on this end. Oh, can only see you. It's not on the screen. Thank you all. Let's see. What I talked about, getting to learn how amazing that is. Let's see. Oh, that's because I clicked on it that I didn't click the word share. Okay. Now, can someone tell me if they can see it? Okay. I'm going to assume you can. And so I clicked the thing I needed to, but I didn't click share. So right here, $33 is a customer. So for single pay, you get $100. So now there's bonuses, right? So you get 2 more customers on top of that, and you're getting another $50. When it's double, 2 more customers on top of that, you get another $100. So you get my drift. So let's talk to some of the seniors right here. So a senior right now during single pay, okay, there it is, people see it. During single pay, it is $235 for 3 customers. Okay, so $235. That breaks down to $78 a customer. So you're a senior consultant, and today's a Saturday, and you go and you reach out, and 3 people or 1 person, goes through the bill. You take maybe a half hour with them and get that whole process done, which ideally is even less, but we're being generous. You made $78 from your home. So if you went to a job 8 hours and you made $10 an hour, or you did Instacart for 8 hours that day, averaging 11, you see what I'm saying? We have something that in 30 minutes we can make what people go out and do for side gigs and work the whole day, or work the whole week to make that. And so just that is how I have been really going to people, because people are looking for extra things, which is why people will, do Uber, they do bartend on the side, they do all these different things. But right here, hour-wise, it cannot be beat. And so if you think about going to regional consultant right away and just sitting at the $50 a customer for personals. And so I can't stress enough the importance of putting in those personals and getting the customers, and with your team, helping them reach out to their list, at the same time as reaching in and helping your team help their customers, in that duplication process. Because this money I'm talking about is just our efforts. Once you do hit that senior level, you have other people on your team doing the same thing, which bring in that same money as well. And so, we're not selling emotion. We're not selling a get rich quick. I really love laying it out to people, especially people that are already doing side things, which a lot of people are, or even pointing it out to someone that's selling an item. So let's say you're selling Pampered Chef. I believe it's 20 or 30% is, I could pick any product company. And I'll say maybe the average is 20 to 30%. So I can tell them you could have a party and you could sell, $500 worth of stuff, and you get $100 back. And so people had to spend $500 for you to make that 20%, that $100. With this, people don't spend anything. You're an EC, 1 person becomes a customer, and you make that $100. And so just really turning it around to them, because so many times people wonder, can I do this? If you're willing to be trained, we can show you how to do it. And so I am really, really excited during this time right now, because as you saw those numbers, what happens with those with double, triple, quadruple is right now is when we go to work and we promote and we build the team. So when those bigger bonuses come, we get to maximize on them even more. And so right now, you want to have a goal. I love this shirt. It says, I am earning $10,000 this month. And so I wrote on that, my handwriting, as you can see, it's written backwards, but I love it that it's right on the screen. And so that is what I, before I hit the 10,000 a month mark, what I wore every night when I was washing my face, and in the morning, I would get up and just, anytime I was looking in the mirror, brushing my teeth, I had that shirt on, and I saw that, and that spoke to my subconscious mind, of what I wanted. And that didn't happen right away, right? I started wearing that a couple months in, and I think it was like the 11-month mark before I hit the 10,000 a month. And I was definitely okay with that, So right now, what is your goal? And, knowing that it's not going to happen overnight, but there has to be what you're working for. And so as you're calling each person, as you're sending a text to each person, there is an end goal that's going to be hit, because this business is so simple, but it's not always easy. And so even for me personally, when I know reaching out or putting myself out there, getting out of my comfort zone, and that person results in a customer, when I look at it, that's a $100 ask. You're a new marketing consultant, that's a $33 ask request for them to be your customer. That's a lot of money for reaching out and asking someone. And when they say no, they're not out anything, you're not anything, then you go next. And so I look at how many people do I need to ask to get the 3, that's going to equal that 315. Or how many people do you need to ask to get the 3 for the regionals to get that 155? And just look at your list and look at it more that way. Just, call it more pragmatic, more in taking the emotion out of it and just getting down to the cash. What kind of cash do you need? What do you want your residual to be in the next weeks when we come out of this? So, okay, so I've hit my 10-minute mark.